Disclaimer. The creator of this video is not what you call an iSheep or anything. Just because someone's dissing over an Android phone doesn't mean at all they're an Apple fan. But anyway, the creator's opinions heard through the video are not over exaggerated. Not to mention they're voiced by text-to-speech, not the creator's own voice. So without further ado, thank you for watching, and enjoy. Looks like the award for worst flagship smartphone of the year goes to a Pixel phone for the second year in a row. So, this is what you make for your 20th anniversary special. Disappointing. If it wasn't for all the other things announced in the event, they'd be f***ed. The XL here stands for extra loser. Ugh. That front looks really ugly. Welp. At least only in the XL. Still, they need to replace the Pixel design team once and for all. While the Pixel 2 had seen an actual design change compared to Pixel 1, the Pixel 3 is nothing but a Pixel 2 with some cut bezels on the front. No changes on the back. That's it. Look, I'm usually not bothered by having the notch, but this one is way too big. You could land a plane on it. And judging by comments I've read, I can say there's at least 1,000 people who hate the notch too. And to make it worse, it comes with a really big chin. At least the smaller one doesn't have a notch, but I think the bezels are still too big compared to other phones. If you look closely, you can see a disappointed face on the XL's notch. Not even the phone is proud of itself. If between the normal and the XL, sizes and displays aside the specs are the same, then there's no reason to buy the larger one now. With a colossal notch like that, the Pixel 3 XL's resolution ratio needs to be higher than 18.5 by 9. It's the year 2018 and Google still hasn't made a phone with dual rear cameras. Damn, they like to live in 2015. When in a year like this there are already phones with triple rear camera. Google's just refusing to evolve. Hell, if the camera is as good as they claim, then they colder added a second one and the Pixel could beat even the Mate 20 Pro. But oh hell no, just to not copy Apple, Google decides to let it slip. Whoa. So remember last year Google mocked Apple for having dual cameras on their phones? Well, this year Google decided to use a dual camera on the front. That still counts. Therefore Google just played themselves again. Why are they still bragging about Google Photos? It's not like you can't have that in other smartphones, including iPhones. This phone doesn't even have 4K at 60 FPS, when various other brands already do. And I'm pretty sure Google forgot all about slow-mo, cause this phone doesn't even have 1080p at 240 FPS. Sad. Is there any reason why Google had to put the speakers on the front of the phone? That just makes for big bezels. And honestly, it doesn't make the audio quality any better. And even worse, it doesn't have a headphone jack. Again, I can live without it, but I can say at least 10,000 people who can't. And I probably am just being nice with you. And well, taking in mind the sizes of the speakers in the XL, they sound pretty unbalanced. Google admitted that the buzzing speakers issues happened because of the design. It's so funny how they still ain't fired the Pixel's design team after this. The CPU has been downclocked for no reason. That's not a big deal, but I guess that would make it slower. So, only 4GB of RAM, even if it runs stock Android. That's disappointing. Knowing that even the iPhones have 4, and a lot of Android mid-rangers have 6. Who's behind the competition now, huh? I mean, just watch how the iPhone XS Max crushes the Pixel 3 in speed and RAM management. And no, we're not to think the Pixel's RAM management problems are to blame. Well, kinda. The iPhone will still beat its ass anyway. And there's still only the same 2 storage options from the Pixel 2. They should have at least added a micro SD card slot if they're gonna leave it like that. In an attempt to not copy the iPhone XS, the Pixel 3 ended up copying the Xperia XZ3. But the Xperia has a sexy design. Just saying. The back may be soft and have a frosty feel, but you'd better keep your nails off it, cause it'll scratch very easily. And too bad they don't give you a case in the box. Like any other notched phone, you can hide the XL's notch with software. Unlike those though, you lose a shit ton of screen space doing this. so you're better off buying the smaller Pixel instead, or not buying one at all. When a big notch and a big chin wasn't enough, now you can add a second goddamn notch in the bottom. Why Google, why? I can't do this anymore. Oh look, now some Pixel 3s are overheating while charging, even when you ain't gaming. Also, some Pixel 3s are now getting their messages deleted. Yup, only the Pixels, kings of bugs. The Pixels color names are still as cringy as always. Just black, clearly white, no shit. But also, they replaced the kinda blue with not pink. What the f**k? We all can clearly see it's a shade of pink. If not pink, what color then? Was it named by a woman? And finally, the prices. Come on Google, no one's gonna pay $800 for that piece of trash just because of the software, and much less an extra $100 for an uglier front. Only in Black Friday season you could find these phones at a reasonable price. Mind you, the Pixel 2 started at $650 at launch, so we got a $150 price hike just for a new night sight and Qi wireless charging, and not much else. Not worthy of the price hike.